Hello, my name is Johannes Albert, and in this video, I want to talk with you about the protecting and preserving of natural stone. Um, and I will give you some interesting details about impregnators, about the application fields of impregnators, and the different properties of impregnations. And also, we will do some practical demonstrations here on the table. Yeah, natural stone is a beautiful building material. Every piece is unique. It's high quality, it's strong, it's resistant, it's a luxury objects. You can use them for all different type of building application. It can be formed in any size and shape, as you can see here in these pictures. And you can use it for infinite varieties of applications. Yes. So why natural stone needs to be protected? Natural stone is like all materials out of nature, like leather or wood. It is an open pore material. It has capillaries, it has cavities. So, and this results in the possibility that stain building agents or liquids can penetrate into the stone and leave some marks. As you can see here in the picture below, these two liquids, one is water, I think one is juice, penetrate into the marble and leave some stains there. So this is not all natural stone are the same. Some are more sensitive or more absorptive than others. But what we recommend to prevent this is all natural stones need a protective treatment, especially when you, as a manufacturer, hand over your project or your kitchen countertop to the customer, that you're sure the natural stone is protected the best way, the best possible way, because these protective treatments, they prevent from the absorption of stain formers. So as you can see in the picture, this is the same marble as in the picture before, but this time it is protected, and you can see how the liquids, they stay on top, they don't penetrate inside. And what is a second big advantage of a protective treatment? It supports the maintenance, or it makes the maintenance, the cleaning care much more easier and much more efficient on the long-term run for the future. So that's the reason we recommend always a protective treatment. How to select the right protective treatment, or what basically it's an impregnator. In some areas in the world, the impregnators are also called penetrating sealers, two different words for the same type of product. So what are the differences? Basically, we have two chemical differences. One is we have water-based impregnators, and then we have solvent-based impregnators. So what are the advantages of water-based products? They have usually a neutral odor. So this could be interesting when you have a building, for example, or a hotel, which you want to refresh a treatment but don't want to shut down certain areas because of the smell of maybe of a solvent-based solvent-based product. So here you can use a water-based product usually better. Also, water-based products can be applied on natural stone which have still some remaining moisture in it. So this is an advantage, especially in humid areas where you have outdoor treatment is necessary. So here, water-based products are probably the better choice. The advantage of solvent-based impregnators are you can pack a lot of more active ingredient inside the product because of the solvent. So probably you usually get a higher protection and probably a longer protection with solvent-based products. Also, they have a very good penetration inside the stone material. So this is interesting when you have very compact, very dense stones. So a solvent-based product is more likely to penetrate deep inside the stone than, for example, a water-based product. So these are chemical-wise the two differences: water-based and solvent-based impregnators. So what different properties of impregnators are there beside of chemical differences like water-based and solvent-based? So there's one big group, hydrophobic or water repellent impregnators. So they protect the stone from water impact and general dirt impact. So where you need that, for example, on facades or on walls inside buildings, where there's the only stain building formers could be humidity, water, and some general dirt. So here in this example, they were treated limestone tiles, which are later on placed on a facade, and you can see the hydrophobic effect very nicely on the right picture. On the close-up, you can see how the water pearls are forming. But I think this water repellence effect I will show you also now in a practical demonstration. Okay, so here we have this nice white granite, and we treated half of the stone with a water repellent impregnator. So yeah, let's try out. I will pour some water on it. You can see the top side is getting dark. And here on the treated area, the water just runs down. I think we can show this also to you on a different perspective here. Exactly. You can see I pour again some water on top of the stone. How nicely it runs down and does not leave any mark on the treated area. So this is this water repellent effect. And here the stone is untreated and the water penetrates inside the stone. Yeah. So let's come to our next point. Okay, so that was the water repellence effect. Now, when it comes to kitchen countertops, dining tables, but also bathrooms, for example, I not only have water, which can penetrate in the stone, but I have oils. Yeah, when it comes to food areas, of course, food oils. But when it comes to bathrooms or spas, I have from lotions, hand lotions, cosmetic oils. So all this can penetrate into the stone. So here I need stronger protection, anti-stain protection, and this would be water and oil repellents impregnators. Here we have an example on a travertine. Usually these impregnators are stronger. You can see how nicely the pearls are formed, even on the small holes they get covered. But I think we can show this to you also now in a practical example, where I not only apply water, but also stain building agents like oil and coffee. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's do our stain building test on a hydrophobic and oleophobic penetrating sealer or impregnator. First, let's remove our water test tile. Now we have here a different tile, which is treated also half-half with a protective treatment, but in this case, water and oil repellent treatment. So I think let's go to the overhead camera. Okay, I will move the tile in the best position. Don't get confused by this ring light. This is to make the stain building agents a little bit more visible. We have here some water, and this time we dyed it a little bit blue so it's better visible on the stone. We have some espresso, so some coffee, and we have some food oil. Okay, let's apply it. You can see directly how the water is penetrating on this side, and here the stone becomes dark, so it's penetrating inside. Now the same goes for the coffee. And last but not least, we have some food oil. Okay, and now this we will leave for about 20 minutes. So you can check what is happening on the tile, and we will start our countdown now. Okay, so we have approximately 20 minutes. Um, Now let's see when we remove the stains, and you can see already after 20 minutes the water, the coffee, and the oil penetrated quite deep into the stone. Now let's remove it. And now let's remove the water on the protected side. And you can see everything is going directly into the tissue. Nothing is left on the stone material. This shows already the protective effect of an impregnator. The same with coffee. You can remove the coffee, but we see already there's a yellowish stain in the stone. And now when we remove it on the protected side, we can just clean it very easily. Nothing is remained on the surface. And now the last stain is the oil. And here on the protected side, you can see nothing has penetrated inside the stone material. So this shows already the differences between protected side and unprotected side. And this shows very well what penetrating sealers or impregnators can do. Now let's show you on a different perspective also the stone from underneath, and you can see the water and coffee stain already penetrated through the material, and you can see here on the protected side nothing went through. So this shows very well impregnators with water and oil repellence effect. Okay, so that was impressive. Now we come to our last group of impregnators, and they have a special property. They are color intensifiers. Additionally to, for example, a water repellent effect or water and oil repellent effect. They increase the color of the natural stone. They make a nice wet look. They make the stone look more luxury, as you can see on the picture below. This is the kitchen countertop before the treatment of a color intensifier, and this is after. I think it's better visible when you can see it on the big screen. Here is the kitchen countertop before the application, and this is the kitchen countertop after the application. So the nice structure and color of the stone is much more visible. It's dark color. It has a luxury appearance, and I think this I will show you also now on a practical demonstration. Yeah. Okay. Now we come to our last demonstration, the color intensifier, and you can see here on this nice black marble already which side is treated and which side is not treated. This area is treated with a color intensifier, and this is an untreated surface. So as you know, when a stone is polished, he usually has his nice rich color, yeah, as you can see here on this blue pearl. But now when you have a different surface finish, for example, like honed, brushed, flamed and brushed, usually you lose the color of the stone and the rich color and deepness of the stone. And this happens here. You can see this area. This is now a honed finish. But now when I treat it with a color intensifier, as you can see here, I bring back this rich color, which was already there on the polished surface. Yeah, but now we bring the rich color on a honed finish. So I think this is a good example of color intensifiers. Of course, it works also on colored materials like this Rosso Verona. Yeah, you can see here also the polished finish and then the honed finish, where you have this nice color enhancing effect. All color intensifier work also on polished surfaces, and as I explained earlier, they also have water repellent effect, oil and grease repellent effect. When I pour water here, I think you can see here, I can show it to you like this. Yeah, here the water runs down and here it stays on top of it. So I think this is also a good possibility to to treat your stone. Okay, so this was a short introduction about protective treatment, impregnators, to protect and preserve natural stone. Generally, we recommend that all stone pieces which goes to the customer, like kitchen countertop, floor installations, facade cladding, they get treated either with a water repellent impregnator or water and oil, or even some color intensifier, that the stone keeps its beauty and as long as possible. So if you have more questions about impregnators, penetrating sealers, please contact the stone chemical suppliers. Thanks for watching.